this morning for Vanguard. Chris Ngige, ahead of the 2023 general elections, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, on Tuesday formally declared his intention to contest the position of president, saying he has a burning desire to see a prosperous, united and equitable Nigeria. Ngige, who unveiled his presidential ambition before a mammoth crowd at St. Mary's Catholic Church, Alo, Idemli South Local Government area of Anambra State, is seeking the ticket of his party, the All Progressives Congress, APC, as its presidential candidate. Addressing the crowd, comprising APC faithful and other supporters, the former Anambra State governor said having served 40 years in the public service, he was fully equipped as an administrator with a huge wealth of experience, capacity and energy, as well as a large heart to accommodate the differences among Nigerians. Ngige, who recounted his numerous achievements as a former governor, ex-senator and two-time minister, described himself as a jack of all trade and master of all that Nigeria needs now. And moving on from there to The Sun this morning, 2023. Nigeria needs a problem solver, not consensus candidates, OB. Former Anambra State Governor and People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential aspirant Peter Obi yesterday said the country needed a problem solver that can fix the problems of the nation and not a consensus candidate. Speaking during a meeting with PDP delegates and other officials in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, he said Nigerians were looking forward to having a credible president that can make the country productive and pull its citizens out of poverty. Going by the enormity of Nigeria's problems, the people are not looking for a consensus candidate. They are looking forward to somebody who will start solving your problems. The duty of a leader is to be a problem solver. Nigerians are looking forward to somebody that can make Nigeria productive and start getting Nigerians to be pulled out of poverty. That's what Nigerians are looking for, not consensus candidates. So I want to correct that. And still on the newspaper headline reviews this morning from Leadership. 2023, Kwankwaso picks NNPP presidential nomination forms. And moving on from that to The Sun this morning. Moving on from that to the New Telegraph, 2023, Ohaneze tackles Oluwo over comments on Igbo. Abdul Rashid Adewale Akobi that Igbo cannot be trusted with the presidency. In a statement by the National Publicity Secretary Ohaneze Indibo Worldwide, Dr. Chiedozie Alex Ogbonia, the group said Oba Akombi needed royal tutelage. In a statement by his Chief Press Secretary Ali Ibrahim, the traditional ruler was quoted as saying, "No Nigeria will feel secure in the hands of a leader whose ethnic attachment deprived other Nigerians of their rights." Ogbonna, in the statement, quoted the Oshun monarch as saying, while acknowledging the damage done to the Igbo by the Nigerian Civil War, Oluwo lashed out at the Igbo for the sit-at-home order issued by the Eastern Security Network, ESN. However, the group said Oba Akombi went further to accuse the Igbo of preventing people from other parts of the country from acquiring properties in their domain. And moving on from that to another Vanguard headline this morning, 2023, until we stop government terrorism, we can't solve Nigeria's problem, Adebayo. Lawyer and businessman Mr. Adewale Adebayo is aspiring for the presidency on the platform of the Social Democratic Party, SDP. In this interview with the Vanguard, he gave reasons why he wants to be the president in 2023 and why Nigerians must reject the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, at the polls. And moving on from that to Premium Times this morning, 2023, why I support consensus presidential candidate for PDP, Tambuwal. Governor Aminu Tambuwal, Secretary of State, says having a consensus presidential candidate for 2023 is healthy for the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Mr. Tambuwal, who is one of PDP's presidential candidates, stated this while speaking with journalists shortly after submitting his nomination and expression of interest form for the presidential election in Abuja on Tuesday. Mr. Tambuwal, who was represented by Nicholas Meliza, also expressed optimism that consensus arrangements would favor him. Consensus is a good thing. It's healthy for the party. Our prayer and thinking is that consensus will favor me. So far, I am the frontline aspirant. Our thinking, our prayer and hope is that the consensus will go my way. And for the last headline this morning from Blueprints 2023, workers will vote candidates who subscribe to our Charter of Demand, NLC. The Nigeria Labour Congress NLC has said workers would only vote for candidates and parties who subscribe to our Charter of Demands in 2023 general election. NLC President Comrade Ajayi said this in a statement Tuesday in Abuja. The bottom line is that Nigerian workers are completely tired of cycles of broken promises that threaten to turn our hopes into nightmares. We remain committed to the hope of a great Nigeria. Nigerian workers have resolved to participate actively in politics, in contrast to the shameful reduction of the political discourse to mundane altercation on zoning formula amidst the burning national questions of insecurity, inflation, and insolvency of the economy. Nigerian workers would engage the 2023 general elections on issues premised. We have developed a workers' charter of demands as our irreducible minimum standard. We will only vote candidates and parties that subscribe to our charter of demands. This Easter, we ask government and private sector employers to meet workers halfway and put a glow to our hopes. We demand respect for collective bargaining agreements signed with unions in our tertiary institutions and other sectors. States yet to fully implement the national minimum wage should do so immediately. We demand immediate clearing of pension arrears owed our retirees. Employers should deliver on prompt salary payments, periodic salary increments, promotion, regular training, access to social housing, affordable healthcare, paid vacation, sick leave, and compensation for injury at work. And that will be all for the newspaper headline reviews for this morning. Thank you for sticking with us. Do not go anywhere. Join us again tomorrow morning by 7:30 a.m. I am Hadassah Ajayi.